laid out on the dining room table.
Yeah.
It seems kind of intimate to me.
Unexpected laughter could be heard from a death cafe held at the Tansley Woods Village last night.
So Death Cafe itself is designed coffee, conversation, and it's supposed to be a safe place for people to come out and talk about anything they want around death, dying, loss. And it was interesting because we were in a few different groups, and sometimes some of the conversations, one group would be kind of chuckling, and everybody thinks that Death Cafe is morbid or would be really sad, but it wasn't, right? And so some of the conversations we were talking about how it's important for us to know what the trajectory is for people who are dealing with a life-limiting illness. What will that look like? How will that play out? The idea around, for instance, you may have a parent or a grandparent like myself who's just frail and aging, so doesn't have a life-limiting illness, and therefore does he qualify for palliative care, right? Can he get those extra support services? That kind of idea, which unfortunately, with the definition of palliative care currently, he doesn't qualify necessarily for palliative care services, right? So we were just talking about the different kinds of conversations around that.
Last night's Death Cafe was hosted by the Carpenter Hospice, which Bonnie says was a way to break the ice so that the community can come together without an organization telling them to.
Yeah, so the Carpenter Hospice is working on what's known as a Compassionate City Charter. It's an international charter, and in fact this week is the launch week to kick it off. And the idea behind the charter is the city owns it themselves, so the residents own it, they look after it, they want our city to be more compassionate around palliative care. So while yes, Carpenter certainly, we've kind of brought it out and we are talking to different people in the community and trying to find those champions, at the end of the day, we don't want to house this. We just simply want to be that palliative care lens that people come to when they want to, understand how this affects palliative care. So we are more than willing to help facilitate, but ultimately we would love someone or a few people in the community who are really interested in death cafes to pick it up and run them in their own local community. In fact, we had one person in there who works in a certain business, and they thought, well, how great would this be if I could run death cafes for the people who use my services, which is a great idea.
For more information on death cafes, you can visit deathcafe.com. Reporting for Halton Insider, I'm Shane Lansing.